So you saw them. Alright, I'm back. Might have to flip. Next time I ride, I'm gonna have to flip the camera around. I'm not actually sure which is front, which is back, even though I've had it for like a year, around there. But I may or may not put this with the other video. May just do 2 videos because I don't think my computer could edit them together. So I might have to do both on my phone or do the other one on my phone. I mean my computer, and do this one on my phone, since I know I can now edit 360 videos on my phone. Just have to make sure there's not too much taking out the memory and it's not so long. But I think this should be all right. What I want to do, as I was mentioning in the other video, get something phone wise and laptop wise so I can go between the two and edit everything, no matter the format or how long the video is, and see if it can go quicker if I had a better laptop, as well as a better, I mean, it's a good phone. It's just, as I mentioned already, I goofed and didn't look at either one of my iPhone 6s to see the memory. And just like the iPhone 10 I just got, they both have 64 gigabytes, which is fine normally, but it needs slightly more to process the 360 videos. It's weird though, because even though they're the same gigabytes, since it's a newer, obviously the 10 is newer than the 6, the one I use to grab the information from, some like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the apps I transferred over wouldn't download, which I thought was weird, because you would think, being a more recent phone, comparatively speaking, to the 6, as well as having the exact same memory, everything would transfer over the same. But for whatever reason, I had to mess with the apps I just found it odd, since they're the same, and the older one could run all of them. Don't think there was too many pictures, because you'd think it'd run the same problem, or too many videos that the 6 would have the same problem. So don't know what that was about. Guess I'll have to look again. Maybe put some files on my computer, see if that helps me out. I'm glad I didn't go like I normally would. I was wondering if that guy was gonna go straight. Normally I would just go, because I would assume he was turning, but because not many people go down that street, but since it's the morning, I didn't put the effort. Plus I had to put my foot into a foot strap, so it worked out. I am eager to see how I fare, even though I got distracted. I drank a little bit of water, but I meant to drink a little bit more. Got distracted with video games this morning and some other stuff. So we'll see how I do up this hill, if it's any different since last Thursday or Wednesday, whenever I went this way last Tuesday on this bike. And puppy. I'm guessing the guy and the dog were in the shot. And you probably heard the dogs barking. That's where the Humane Society is, and they have a program. If you want to sign up, you can volunteer to walk the dogs, just so they're not cooped up in their little area, the shelter, whatever. It's kind of cool. My mom had signed me up in 2016 or 2015, 2014, when I was still kind of out of it after that concussion I had. I went to the orientation, but I kind of didn't go just because I wasn't feeling it. I was just in a weird space mentally, and she was trying to help me out, which was nice. I just didn't want to, I kind of didn't want to deal with people for a while, because I got myself all isolated in 2013 when I finally had a job over here, and then I got laid off and I got kind of depressed because of that. And I was still riding my bike every day for work, because I was one of the to and for work, because I was one of those annoying people that puts flyers on your car windshield. It was alright. It was a job. And it was local. On my other jobs, I had to commute like 20 miles one direction. So I didn't sniff at it. But then I got let go. And Kaiser, when I went to Kaiser, when I had the concussion, all that happened was I got some stitches because my sister's friend's mom was working, and we just happened to intersect, and she helped me out. And then my sister picked me up and dropped me home, but I shouldn't have been discharged alone. I just took Bart closer to, I could have just taken the bus, because the bus goes right where I was. I would just had to go on one more BART station because I was in Richmond, but my sister insisted I asked for a ride because I wasn't thinking, but probably for the better, because I would have had to walk from the bus stop down here, around the corner, down the hill, the bus stop down that hill, not that far. It's like 20 minutes walking, but being in a not so great mental space, I didn't do it, even though later that day I walked further to get a burrito because I was super hungry. But it was a while. I at least relaxed for a little bit. Not that it really mattered, but in theory, but So I possibly could have made it. I think I walked. Yeah, because my dad had to pick up my bike from the Richmond or the El Cerrito fire department because one of them came. Because it happened in El Cerrito by not the current Safeway, but the old Safeway, if you know it, where Mosier is. I was on that part of the Ohlone Greenway, but I veered off, going to the back parking lot, and this lady came out of nowhere, and I went to swerve, so I ran into her, and my front wheel flew off. And then my boss at the time thought I was trying to get out of it, out of work. And even when I had the lady talk to, I had her call 911 as well as him, and he still thought I was intentionally trying to get out of work. Really? So that was annoying. And then I had to work with a concussion, so that was fun. But life's well. I'm home. I will upload this later, possibly today. Hopefully I can figure out which lens was which. All right, like, share, subscribe. Help a guy out. Give me some ideas. Hopefully you didn't have to see my funny face. All right, bye.